Imagine waking up one morning to find your home submerged, your children unable to drink clean water, and your community forced to flee. That's not science fiction's happening right now, and it's a crisis that goes beyond melting ice caps and carbon footprints. Welcome back to Around the Oar, where today we explore an urgent question. How are human rights and climate change intertwined? Strap in, because what you're about to hear could shape our shared future. Climate change isn't just an environmental issue, it's a human rights emergency. Every year, an estimated 150,000 people die as a direct result of climate-related health threats like malaria, malnutrition, and diarrheal diseases, disproportionately affecting vulnerable populations in Africa and other developing regions. A rise of just 1 degree centigrade above pre-industrial levels could double the annual deaths. Pause and let that sink in. Warmer temperatures mean more sick people, more hungry families, and more lives lost. Rights to life and health. At its core, human rights protect our fundamental freedoms: life, health, food, water, and housing. Yet climate change undermines each of these rights. Extreme heat waves intensify cardiovascular and respiratory issues. Rising sea levels flood drinking water sources, leading to shortages and contamination. Crop failures driven by droughts threaten the right to food, pushing millions toward hunger. But it's not just about health. Consider Aminata, a smallholder farmer in Mali, whose harvests failed year after year as the rainy season shifted unpredictably. With no crops to sell, her family struggled to feed their children and afford medicine. That's a direct assault on human dignity. Right to a healthy environment. How would you feel if your hometown became uninhabitable? The United Nations General Assembly recognized this urgency on 28 July 2022, adopting Resolution ARES 76-300, which affirms everyone's right to a clean, healthy, and sustainable environment. This landmark decision elevates environmental protection to a legal obligation, acknowledging that safeguarding ecosystems is inseparable from respecting human dignity. With nearly 1.9 billion people lacking safe drinking water and 2.3 billion lacking basic sanitation, a healthy environment is more critical than ever. Displacement, housing, and climate justice. Beyond health, climate change drives mass displacement. By the end of 2023, 7.7 million people worldwide were internally displaced by disasters, many linked directly to climate events, floods, storms, and wildfires. These families lose not just homes, but access to schools, jobs, and community support networks. Such displacement infringes on the right to adequate housing and education, fueling cycles of poverty and instability. Legal milestones and responsibilities. Courts are starting to recognize climate inaction as a human rights violation. In April 2024, the European Court of Human Rights ruled in KlimaSeniorinnen versus Switzerland that the Swiss government violated citizens' rights by failing to curb emissions, marking the first international court case to directly link state climate negligence with human rights breaches. This sets a powerful precedent. Governments and corporations can no longer ignore their obligations under international law. So, what can you do? First, stay informed and share videos like this so others grasp the stakes. Second, advocate for climate and human rights by supporting policies that reduce emissions and protect vulnerable communities. Finally, join us at Around the Oar, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's turn awareness into action, because every voice matters when defending our shared rights against the relentless tide of climate change. Thanks for watching. If this insight sparked your curiosity, smash that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share this video to help us spread the word. Together, we can ensure that a healthy planet and basic human rights are not luxuries, but guarantees for everyone. See you in the next video of Around the Oar.